One of my followers tagged me in this story that I'm presenting to you and asked, was this rant worthy? I don't know if I'm going to rant, but I definitely will bring you one hell of a story. This woman's name is, hold on, let me scroll down right quick. It's a whole bunch of pop-ups coming up on this article. This woman's name is Marissa Bukowski, and she's 32 years old, and she looks older than 32. And she works in Smithville, Ohio, and she is a resource officer. So basically, she works inside of a school. So she did the unthinkable, but the not so surprising. So I guess someone had a complaint about a student that was sleeping in the class, but I don't know if it was an actual complaint or not, and she may have been just making her rounds. Well, the student just happened to be asleep in the classroom. And instead of doing the logical thing and tapping the student to wake them up, she takes out her taser and tases the student to try to wake the student up. A goddamn taser. All you're going to do is send them into a shock. They'll wake up, but they'll be in a shock. And when I was reading this article, this is not the first time she's had an incident using her taser. Because according to this article from BlackAmericaWeb.com, it says that earlier this year, a report detailed that she neglected to remove the cartridge from a taser prior to a spark test, and as a result, the taser deployed close to another officer. So this woman has a mean taser trigger finger, which should also alarm you to the fact that she might have a gun trigger finger as well. This bitch needs to be fired, and she needs to be charged with assault. It said the incident happened on August 30th at Liberty Preparatory School. It says the male student who was a junior wouldn't wake up for the teacher or interim principal Jenna Parnell. And it says that's when Officer Marissa Bukowski walked to the classroom with Parnell and activated the taser a few feet away from the student. It has been reported that no probes were deployed and the taser did not touch the student. And the spark noises and commotion caused the student to finally wake up. So she basically fired it as a warning shot to wake the student up. Now, what if she didn't have good aim and actually shot the student? So she did this to scare the student into waking up. But still at the same time, who thinks to wake someone up with a taser? And to that teacher or whoever who couldn't wake the student up, oh well, because guess what? When I was in school, sometimes the teacher just let the students sleep. They was like, if they missed the lesson, either someone will catch them up or they just won't get it at all. But I've never heard them actually try to use a taser or using a taser as a form of waking somebody up, whether they actually used it on them or not. And I know what y'all are going to say in the comments. I wonder what was the race of the student. Guess what? I have the same question because I don't know. When it comes to cases like these and they're dealing with a minor, they never release the names or, the ethnicity in most cases. Now, if it was, I take that back. Because if it was a quote-unquote heinous crime and it was a black person, they would release it in a heartbeat. That's just how the mainstream media works. But this chick is crazy and she kind of looks like Betty Shelby, and that's even more scary. And we already know how that bitch gets down. Y'all let me know what you think about this story down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links to the article and contacts will be in the description. And the links to the shirts will be pinned down in the comments. I'll talk to you in the next one.